So we're going to be talking about Spider-Man the video game series. Okay, so the first game we're going to be doing a game review on is Spider-Man for the Atari 2600.
You gotta be kidding me. This is Spider-Man? What's with this crap? Why does he look like a bunch of blocks? Oh, and guess what? Here's the theme song. Does anyone remember that theme song from Spider-Man? I didn't think so. Anyway, getting to the game. Now the graphics are okay, I guess. What's this he's shooting out? Looks like a long piece of shit. I guess this must be his web. From his web shooting. Are you kidding? What the fuck? Since when did Spider-Man have to shoot a web in order to crawl up a building? My question is also, where's he shooting from, his head? And what's with this crap? It can't even grab onto the windows? Also, on the bottom left of your screen, you will see 2 spiders. I guess that's your life. So when you run out of that, you gotta totally start over again. And guess what? It plays that dumb song again. Boy, that gets annoying. And, on your bottom right side of your screen, you'll see a red bar. It kind of looks like your balance bar for how high you go, I don't know. Since when did Spider-Man need a balance bar? Also, when you run into a bomb that explodes, it makes you fall. And all of a sudden you run into people in the windows. Now what's with this bullshit? Who are these people in the window? Are they criminals or just citizens that have a grudge against Spider-Man? So if you hit one of the people in the building, you fall. Anyway, getting back to the game. Now you run into what is supposed to be the Green Goblin. Alright, enough of this piece of Spider-Man garbage, piece of shit.
Holy shit, it's Spider-Man!
Need some help reviewing this game? Yeah, this game really fucking sucks. Let me show you how it's done. You shoot your web here, and you keep going straight up. So that's what you do. I can't believe you're falling. Boy, Spider-Man, you really suck. Alright, what kind of fucked up game is this? Fuck this piece of shit. Okay, so now we're gonna get to another title. It's called Quest Probe, featuring Spider-Man. Alright, what's with this piece of shit? Are you kidding me? You gotta type? I am in the hallway. The fuck? Alright, so where the hell do I go then? Maybe you should try going north. Maybe I should just try going north. Alright, what kind of bullshit is this? How could they just lie in this game and say you are going north when you didn't even move from one spot? What's with this bullshit? Then I go east, guess what? The background finally changes. This is fucking confusing. My spider sense is going crazy. Yeah, crazy like this fucking game. So now you come to an area with an elevator shaft, so you put in a command. What the fuck do I do here? Why don't you try using spider strength to open the door? Okay, Spider-Man. I want you to open door. So I type open door. Well, Spider-Man opens the elevator door. Spider-Man, I want you to jump down. So I type jump down and look at what pops up on the screen. What a frickin' joke. Down isn't a visible exit. I can't do that yet. Alright, what kind of bullcrap is this? He can open up an elevator door, but he can't jump down? Okay, I got another command. How about this? Anybody knows this word. I'm gonna put it in right now. Fuck you. And look what it says. I don't know how to fuck something. Try again, please. Alright, I got another typing answer. Leave. And guess what? I'm back in the damn hallway again. Now what kind of bullshit is that? I guess I'll just type east. So let's go east. And guess what you see on the screen? It looks like the Sandman, or I don't know what the hell that is. Could be Hydro Man. Alright, so let me type in hit. And guess what it says? It says Spider-Man isn't a vandal. Are you kidding me? He can't frickin' fight either? So let's see, he can't climb, which is jumping down or up. And now he can't even fight? Except examine puzzles. Why is it all of a sudden they make this game into like some kind of Clue or Sherlock Holmes kind of game? Might as well just call this Spider-Man the Mystery Typing Game. Alright, so let's go on to another title. It's called Spider-Man Return of the Sinister Six on the NES. Well, at least the title fits the description. Spider-Man Return of the Sinister Six, and you have 6 villains on the screen, and it shows their heads. Very funny. Then you get to a little bit of this cutscene where it shows Spider-Man and Electro. And it says underneath, it says, Electro takes charge of the situation. Well, let's see how good this is gonna be. Alright, so what's with this bullcrap? Why all of a sudden they have Spider-Man jump kicking in the air like he's a damn ninja? I mean, if I wanted to play a ninja game, I might as well play Ninja Gaiden. Okay, so you can flip and jump kick. Here's a good idea. Can you climb? Let's try it. Well, it turns out you can climb the walls, but when you try to climb onto the window, you fall right off.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Here's another thing. You can shoot his web. Okay, this is the thing I don't understand. Spider-Man can jump kick in the air, but when it comes to an enemy, you can't jump kick the enemy. Now what kind of bullshit is that? What's with this bull crap? Why does this enemy look all pink? What's with this bullshit? I shoot my impact webbing at him, and he explodes? Okay, so now you get to the second level, and you see this bad guy on the platform. And he looks like the frickin' Riddler from Batman. Okay, so now you get to Electro. He shoots lightning bolts at you. Well, that seems simple enough. I can't believe they make the boss so easy in this game. But all you gotta do is punch or jump kick him. What's with this bull crap? The boss seems more easier than just fighting the bad guys with a jump kick. You gotta be kidding me. What kind of bullshit is this? What's with this bull crap? The boss seems more easier than fighting the bad guys. Come on now. What kind of bull crap is this? You know, even these rats are a pain in the butt. You try kicking them, jump kicking them, you have no effect on them. It's like they're invincible. And what the hell's this? The rats sound like they're freaking birds. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Spider-Man can't even jump to grab onto the platform? Now what kind of bullshit is this? I'll keep jumping forever, and I'll never get on this platform. Jump, you piece of shit. What the fuck? Jump! I mean, come on now. Even when you play Ninja Turtles, at least you can try to jump on the platform. This one you can hardly even jump at all. Maybe you should try a new game. Alright, so let's come to another title, which is The Amazing Spider-Man for Game Boy. Well, at least the title seems promising enough. The cutscene in the animation is pretty good. Alright, another question. Why does Spider-Man's phone look like a walkie-talkie? I mean, we gotta call it with a walkie-talkie. And guess who's on their line? It's Mysterio. Okay, one of the good advantages on this game is so you can duck down on the ground and kick your enemies and make them go flying. And look at this, you can jump on the guy popping on the manhole. Okay, so I guess I'm just jumping around for nothing here. Okay, so you get to the first boss, and I believe it's Mysterio. Okay, so here comes Mysterio with his disappearing act. Best thing to do is punch him when you see him. I don't know what he's trying to prove, except he's just appearing where I can just hit him real easy. So once you defeat Mysterio, and then you get another call from somebody. It's like a game of guess who. Who's on the other line? Well, let's guess who it is. It's some mysterious person wearing a hood, and you can't see their face. And Spider-Man says, "Don't count on it, Gobby." Alright, so who the hell is this? The Hobgoblin? Okay, so you can climb, and all of a sudden, someone's throwing some kind of ball down at you? Or is it a bomb? What's with that bullshit? Okay, so now we come on to another title. It's called Spider-Man vs. the Kingpin for Sega Genesis. Okay, so now I hit start, and it shows the Kingpin on national television telling everyone that Spider-Man planted a bomb somewhere in the city. And he gives you a reward for the capture of Spider-Man. And guess what? Everyone believes him. Even the police officer believes it because he's trying to hit me with his stick. And guess what? You save an old lady from a criminal. You don't get a thank you? What a cold, heartless, old, sweetless, defenseless bitch. So you're climbing this building, and all of a sudden you see these people pop out of the window. And you see this window, it's open. Isn't that funny? Why is one window open like that? Then you go into this window. It tells you a lot of things on the screen. Okay, my question would be, how is it you go through a window and all of a sudden you're in the warehouse? It's kind of strange, you would think. This. Also, you'll notice in the game too, there are dogs here. And usually you would think it's man's best friend. Not in this game. They're your enemy. Then you gotta worry about rats too. The best way to get your enemies is duck down and kick, or you punch them straight on, and you can shoot them with your web too. Okay, what kind of bullshit is this? How long does it take to kill this frickin' guy? So when you press pause, it comes up to a menu screen. One shows your impact webbing, which you use to shoot out your webs. The other is a shield. And you have a still shot camera. And Peter Parker's head. So let me just switch to the camera. Let's do that, shall we? Okay, my question is, why am I taking pictures of a guy on a forklift? What's the point of that? You've gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm finding a guy on a forklift. I would say the graphics on the game are okay. Also, you got a red bar, which means your life. And the blue one means your webbing. Alright, so what's the point of this? They expect you to jump right through without getting hurt? But you still get hurt because these guys can just fire their guns constantly without reloading. Isn't that funny? Alright, so now you get to the boss, which is Doc Ock. Or I would say Dr. Octavius. Also, the only way to kill these bosses, you have to use impact webbing. And shoot them at the right spot. After you defeat Doc Ock, then it gives you a little bit of some reading, telling you where the next keys are at. And the keys are located on the bottom right of your menu when you press start and pause. Okay, so after you read the information from Doc Ock, where you find the next keys, then this menu pops up with the photos you've taken and how much, I guess, money you earned and webbing. Okay, how could you earn webbing for taking photos? I guess because you cashed in your money and bought webbing. Really? Okay, so now I select Peter Parker's head, and guess what? It takes me back to his apartment. Well, one of the main things I think is really good is it fills up your life really quick, but the webbing takes for frickin' ever. But heck, maybe it's better than just taking photos, right? Might as well just waste my time hanging around the wall on a ceiling and just wait for my webbing to go up. What kind of
Yeah, I
bullcrap
guess
is
I'll do it
this?
too.
When you're done, you can leave the level. You exit the door on your right. Okay, so let's get on to another title. This one's for the Super Nintendo, by the way. It's called Spider-Man and Venom Maximum Carnage. Okay, with Carnage hanging around on top of the letters, I think it's pretty cool. It shows the cutscene with Spider-Man and Venom going after Carnage. These graphics don't look too bad, actually. Here we go. Then it shows all these different characters in the game, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, on your title screen it says Maximum Carnage and Start Game. Then when you start the game, you notice you see a little comic book strip, which I think is pretty amazing and entertaining. But I don't think I have time to read all this, do I? Alright, so let's just get to the game, shall we? Okay, the game is kind of like a little arcade beat-em-up action type game. I like also how you can do different moves on your leg. You can actually use your webbing and reel them in and punch the crap out of them. You can also punch them. You can also, looks like kick them. And the next thing you can do is ram them. Holy crap, no way. You can actually pick them up and throw them? My god, he must have Spider's strength. So you have an arrow that says go. Kind of like what you see on Golden Axe. I also like how you can climb and swing. I also like how you can play as Venom on one of the levels. And as Venom and Spider-Man, you can have these special abilities to call different superhero friends, and they take out the bad guys. Isn't that great? Of course, there's a limit to how much you can use. And even though the enemies have a life bar for crying out loud. Plus, I like how you have life bar too. Plus, the bosses have life bars as well. And of course, there's not many bosses in the game. But they're kind of challenging. Carnage is probably the most hardest boss in the game. I also like how you can switch between Spider-Man and Venom. That's really cool.
Alright, so let's move on to another title.
Alright, so let's move on to Spider-Man 4 GameCube. Okay, so you get to one of the cutscenes that shows Peter Parker as Spider-Man talking about how he got his powers and how he became famous. He won some money fighting a wrestling match. Except the fact that he realized one other thing. The fight promoter ripped him off. So he didn't think it was a bad idea that he got robbed. Then all of a sudden he found out that his Uncle Ben was murdered. And so, this whole game takes place pretty much from the movie at the first part when it comes to him wrestling, although the wrestler is not actually the wrestler you saw in the movie. So it's not totally comparable to the movie, but it kind of has a little bit of the taste of it. And although if you go to the gameplay, it's very interesting too. I also like how you can swing in the game too. I think that's pretty cool. Although the voice sounds like Tobey Maguire. But then again, they did a pretty good job on it. And of course you have to find all these bad guys to give you information on where the killer is at that killed his uncle. You're searching through different parts of the city to find clues when you beat up these bad guys. You have a compass that's located on the bottom right corner of your screen. Also, sometimes with the compass, it gets confusing because it points in all kinds of other directions. The graphics are amazing. They're very impressive. I like the graphics. They're very good. The gameplay is just stunning. Although, the one other thing I think that is so crazy about the game would be when you get to this one level and you gotta deal with these people with a lot of firearms, and my gosh, they take tons of hits. And you gotta be lucky not to get killed by their guns. But it's funny, you would think because you have spider agility, you can dodge all that. Well, if they don't see you, yeah, it's possible. One of the interesting things that's great about this is a lot of the cutscenes are really amazing. Yeah, you fight all these different villains, but they have nothing to do with the movie. The only thing that pretty much represents the movie would be when you fight the Green Goblin. Alright, so let's get on to another title. Let's talk about Spider-Man 2 for Game Boy Advance. Okay, so when you start the game, it plays a little movie sequence from the movie Spider-Man 2. Now you would think basically, would this be what the game would look like? Well, maybe. It could be a turning point. Let's see. So again, the movie plays and it's over. And look at this. It comes up with Spider-Man 2 on the screen. So you press start the game and it says select a slot. Okay, you get to a cutscene which shows Peter Parker's boss. And he tells him you got 7.5 minutes to make all 5 deliveries. 5 deliveries of what? Pizza? What kind of bullshit is this? Who's gonna make 5 deliveries in 7.5 minutes? Are you fucking kidding me? And then your boss grills you and says you better do it or you're out of a job. Isn't that fucking messed up? So all you're doing in the game right now is delivering pizzas. Alright, what kind of bullshit is this? Since when did Spider-Man deliver pizzas? I wonder what happens if I call a pizza place right now. Do you think they would have somebody swing in as Spider-Man to deliver pizzas to my house? Let's find out.
Hello, is there any chance you can have Spider-Man swing by and deliver pizzas to my house? Well, I saw it in a game, so I figure you guys could probably do that, right?
Hello? Okay, getting on to the game. So basically, it shows another cutscene of Dr. Octavius. Now you go to another scene where you're chasing Rhino down a damn street. He leads you on a big chase. You get to this one truck, and of course you're throwing barrels at him. Are you fucking kidding me? I can't take this nonsense anymore. So anyway, moving on to another title. Spider-Man for the N64. Okay, so what's with this bullcrap? I gotta look at another comic book cutscene? How come they don't have the video clips? Of course, if you go to a PlayStation version, they show you video clips. But not with the 64, no, they forgot that altogether. And so the story begins that Dr. Otto Octavius is telling the world that when it comes to technological advancements, humanity will be unstoppable with good technology. So you have Spider-Man break into the expo, which is the imposter. He steals Dr. Otto Octavius's technology. Then you have a cutscene where Peter says, "Last time I checked, I was Spider-Man." Eddie Brock takes a picture of the imposter Spider-Man, and guess what happens? The imposter Spider-Man then uses his webbing and grabs onto his camera and smashes it to heck. Then Eddie thinks, very clearly because the camera is broken, he can't get good photos. He's trying to think, what would Jameson say if he were here right now? And also Jameson would tell him he can't work in this town again. And he turns into Venom. I guess one is Dr. Octopus, but who the hell's this other guy on the frickin' right? I don't know who's laughing. I guess that's the Green Goblin. Okay, so it shows them releasing green gas into the atmosphere. It covers the city in green smoke. Okay, now you see a huge comic book cover pop up, and it shows issue 1, Spider-Man the Bank Heist. Then you have the narrator come up, and it's Stanley talking.
Let's just get to the game, shall we?
Okay, so Spider-Man talks to Black Cat, and she tells him the bank's being robbed. And then she says they got hostages. She also tells you use your spider compass to get to the bank quickly. I also like how you can crawl in the game. I think that's pretty cool. And of course, you shoot your web at the enemy, kick him, and you can punch him. I like how you can swing too. Of course, you have spider sense too, which is pretty interesting. The graphics on their hand are not really that good. Okay, what kind of huge letdown is this? You can see right through the damn wall? Alright, enough of this bullcrap. Can't take this shit anymore.
Alright, this is what you get, you piece of shit.
My spider sense is going crazy. Fuck this piece of shit.
What's with this shit? That couldn't go wrong. So, alright, this is what you get. Oh crap.